Dear Mr. Prime Minister, my dear brother, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my brother, welcome to Azerbaijan. I'm very glad that in the framework of the state visit of Mr. Prime Minister, business forum of prominent representatives of business circles of both countries is organized in Baku. I think it fully reflects our bilateral agenda and what we discussed with Mr. Prime Minister during our meetings today. We were very satisfied with the way how bilateral political relations develop. They're actually excellent, and at the same time regretted that trade turnover is not matching the political standards and the level of political interaction. And I think that the messages which have already been given by two leaders and also discussions at the forum will create much better framework for active business contacts, mutual investments, and of course, increase in mutual trade. We are interested in that, and we consider that brotherly relations between our countries should be a good platform for business circles to build their ties. One of the issues which sometimes is preventing more active business-to-business contact is lack of information about our plans, our economic agenda, our infrastructure projects. So in order to fill that gap, I think these kind of gatherings are very important, because during business forum, of course, there is exchange of information, presentations, business opportunities, legal formats of taxes, custom duties, etc. All what is important for businessmen to know prior to entering the market. I'm sure that enough information was given about business climate in Azerbaijan and investments which have been attracted by our government, whether it's foreign or local investments, and that actually created substantial opportunities in order to address the issues of employment and providing necessary infrastructure for our people. Excellent political relations, of course, should definitely be reflected in the level of mutual investments. During my state visit to Pakistan last summer, Azerbaijani side officially announced that we are planning to invest $2 billion in Pakistan's economy. Our teams were working on that, especially after the visit of my dear brother, Prime Minister, last November to attend COP29. And after that, we got concrete proposals, concrete projects. They are in the phase of evaluation. After our meetings this morning, I already instructed corresponding members of our economic team to pay special attention to that, and soon our delegation will visit Pakistan, and we agreed that we determine the time frame for our teams to come to an agreement within 1 month. Actually, I hope that after Nowruz holidays, which will be in the end of March, we already will have something substantial to start with. We are interested in energy projects, in projects related to infrastructure. And by the way, today our energy companies signed a number of documents which will definitely transform into practical elements of our cooperation. Cooperation in the energy field, which today cover mainly LNG supply to Pakistan, I'm sure will grow, will cover many other areas. At the same time, today we discussed opportunities in transportation sector, taking into account that Azerbaijan is actively promoting on its territory two important international projects, two corridors, north-south and east-west. On both tracks, Azerbaijan is active member, and creation of connectivity points between us definitely will create additional opportunities. So necessary instructions have been given to members of our team responsible for transportation sector to look at a broader picture of regional cooperation and how to establish contact between our ports, our railroad officials, in general, between our transportation companies. We also discussed today excellent cooperation in defense industry area, and we suggested that we can start working on joint manufacturing of defense equipment. There is a potential for that. At the same time, we know that Pakistan has a very developed pharmaceutical industry, and according to information I was given, more than 90 items of Pakistani pharmaceutical industry have been registered in Azerbaijan. So our suggestion is also to review opportunities of joint manufacturing of pharmaceutical products in Azerbaijan. And in many other areas, we really see a great potential. The basis for that are brotherly relations between our countries and mutual political will to bring economic and business contacts and cooperation to the level of political contacts and political cooperation. Once again, my dear brother, thank you for paying a visit to Azerbaijan. Thank you that you are accompanied by a big group of prominent businessmen from Pakistan. I'm sure you all feel yourselves at home the same way like we feel when we visit your beautiful country. Wish you success. And also, we will control with my brother all our instructions. And by April, we will be expecting practical results and documents ready for signature. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My very dear brother, Excellency Ilham Aliyev, President of Republic of Azerbaijan, Honorable Ministers from Azerbaijan, Pakistan, government officials, and of course, very renowned and prominent businessmen from Azerbaijan and Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. As my dear brother, President Ilham Aliyev has very ably explained our wonderful relations which exist between our two brotherly countries, I am short of words to add on to what he has said in beautiful words. But let me say, this relationship has been built through sincerity, through honesty of purpose, and through trust and mutual respect between the two leaderships, spanning over decades, and of course, love and affection for the peoples of Pakistan and Azerbaijan. And my dear brother, President Ilham Aliyev, has great love and fondness for the people of Pakistan. I always try to match his commitment But of course, he's ahead of me in this field, and that is the foundation of this wonderful and beautiful relationship. Today, we have achieved another milestone. We had wonderful one-on-one meeting today, and then delegation level meeting. We discussed everything under the sun. Well, there's no sun under the roof. And of course, agreed on a very clear-cut way forward. And I'm very happy to disclose this in this August Assembly of prominent brothers and sisters from both Pakistan and Azerbaijan, that we are going to enhance our bilateral trade, which is just $14 million, and hardly reflects the strength of our relationship, to $2 billion as soon as we can. And this is not just a rhetoric. I can mention here that basmati rice from Pakistan, its import duty has been very generously exempted by my dear brother, and this is how we can really move forward. Certain item from Azerbaijan, Minister of Commerce sitting here, and Deputy Prime Minister from Pakistan, we must focus on those areas where we can lower these tariffs so that our import and export can really enhance and increase. Of course, LNG is another trading commodity which can be added into our trading pool. I won't discuss defense equipment. Of course, JF-17 jet fighters is another high-ticket item which Pakistan and Azerbaijan are very actively pursuing. And I can say without any fear of contradiction, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, that if we really put our act together, we can achieve $2 billion worth trade between our two great countries. Next, and which is a very good news which has just been disclosed, once again told by my dear brother, President Ilham Aliyev, that we have agreed today that this $2 billion investment announcement, which he very kindly made during his last visit to Pakistan, his second home, and my second home, Azerbaijan. We have today agreed that a lot of work has been done by both the teams. Great work, and I really commend their hard efforts and deeply appreciate. But whatever small little gaps are there, we have fixed 1 month to crystallize everything, and in April I will be, and we will be rather, receiving our brother in Islamabad again to sign these agreements for $2 billion investment in Pakistan. I'm very grateful. For this, I must say, my brother, I'm extremely thankful to you, deeply appreciate your gesture. And of course, this is going to be a mutually beneficial arrangement. Both countries will benefit, but to make this commitment is a great gesture, and we must remember this a wonderful contribution from your side, and we will remember for all times to come. I must thank Azerbaijan's team, wonderful team, sitting here, and great Pakistani team sitting here, and I think this is how the waters of Arabian Sea is meeting with waters of Caspian Sea. this love and affection, this vigor, this enormous energy and synergy is going to really transform our great fraternal relations into unprecedented trade and investment portfolios and commitments. One thing which, Excellency, you have mentioned and mentioned rightly so, is the lack of information between the two business communities. What Azerbaijan has to offer to Pakistan in real terms, and what Pakistan has to offer to our Azerbaijanis business community. Tariffs, our strength in agriculture, industry, IT, and so on and so forth. So today I want to announce, with your permission, that we will constitute a permanent information bureau, comprising of both the countries, which will have the most modern gadgetries, equipped with IT and of course also AI, and relaying real-time information in both ways. And this will be extremely helpful. I think this mechanism should be put in place from our side, Jam Kamal Saab, and of course our other honorable members of the team, and of course whosoever you, my brother, appoint from your team. And this team should then work out a very robust mechanism so that we can, this alone will step up our efforts in a very big way. Secondly, our defense cooperation is there already from ages, but I think now is the time to look into, discuss and decide to have joint defense manufacturing facility shared between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. And I think when this delegation will be visiting Pakistan in April, I think this will be one of the main items of agenda for discussion over there. And when you would be visiting Pakistan, my brother, we can also ink this part of our vision into reality in April, inshallah, this year. And then, of course, North-South corridor. Unless we have efficient, reliable, and cost-effective transportation system, connectivity, I don't think we will be able to achieve our targets in times to come. And I think for that, we had very good discussion today during our bilateral meeting discussion, and we will be fully supporting your vision in this behalf. And I can assure you that Gwadar Port can play a very pivotal role for promoting our trade inwards and outwards. And I think let us focus on this, and I think this will be a game changer. And I want to assure you, my dear brother, that I'll work very closely with you on this very important project. I am very happy to announce that Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce has been established in Islamabad, and its offshoots in Lahore and Gujranwala, which will really facilitate our bilateral trade. And I think this is what we should also be doing, having Pakistan Chamber of Commerce here in Baku and its satellites and other important cities here in Azerbaijan, so that these chambers can really in real time collect information, exchange this information and pass it on to potential traders and investors, which will be very, very helpful. I will not take more time, my dear brother. Once again, I would like to thank you very much for your great commitment towards our friendship between the two countries. And I want to say this in all humility, but with total certainty at my command, that I will try to match your fervor, your commitment to really strengthen these relations in times to come. Trilateral, understanding between Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Pakistan should be quadrupled, and we will be talking on this subject in times to come, inshallah. I think
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We have a small presentation, just for some 10, 15 minutes maximum. When I was visiting Brazil country last summer, we discussed how Azerbaijan can participate in the plans of Mr. Prime Minister to modernize and to restore some historical sites in Pakistan. So since that time, our team was working on that and prepared, in agreement with the Pakistani side, the vision for that. And I think it will be interesting for everyone just to see what is being offered. And that also will be a small part, but important part of our Brazil relations.
My submissions would not be complete, it will remain incomplete if I did not mention the experts team which my brother sent to Islamabad. Islamabad, as you all know, is a beautiful city, sitting on the foot of the mountains. But he has sent great experts who are doing a wonderful job in improving our landscape, landscaping, hard and soft, and greenery. Thank you very much. And I think this will add to the beauty of Islamabad. I don't think it will match the beauty of Baku, but with your team, it will start competing. Thank you very much.
Then, the General Director of Baku Abadlig Khidmati LLC, Bunyad Gasimov, provided information about the renovation and restoration projects carried out by his organization in the capital of Pakistan. He noted that one of the projects implemented by Baku Abadlig Khidmati in Islamabad has been completed, while work on 3 other projects is still ongoing.